Hi everybody. In today's video, I would like you to know uh, or understand rather a humorous poem. Understood? Written by Vikram Seth. And the name of the uh, poem is The Tale of Melon City. The Tale of Melon City. And it is by Vikram Seth. Okay. This is a humorous poem. This poem tells the story. This poem tells the story of a foolish king. One fine morning, actually, the foolish king always thought that he was calm, fair, understood, and this is why the you know the he got himself into a trouble. And what was the trouble? Actually, if you are a king, you will always make the lives of your subjects understood. Like sometimes some kings in history, was not a good king. Most of the kings were dictators because they used to, issue orders either to punish people or the enemies. They were always, if you are a king, your mind will be full of understood thousands of problems of your subjects or people who live in your kingdom. Understood? Who live in your the province that you rule. Understood? This is why a king's life was not as ordinary, as simple as the life of the ordinary people. Is that clear? This is why that man one fine morning ordered an ark to be built. Ark, what does it mean? It's a gate. Gate to be built. Where? On the road, on the main thoroughfare. Understood? The gate was built, but suddenly the king decided to pass the gate. Understood? When he was going under the gate, and the crown he had on his head fell. This made him angry. He ordered, he started searching for who to blame. First, he blamed the builders. Secondly, blamed the machines. And third person to blame was the architect. But the architect blamed the king. When the blame came on the king, king felt very sad. Why? Because it was the king himself, understood, who ordered some changes. Understood? When he gave order to change the design of the ark or the gate, it was because of the change made in the design of the gate was became too low. If the gate was too low, it was not the fault of either the builders or the mason or the architect. It was the king himself who ordered some changes in the design of the gate, and this is why the gate was too low. So finally, the king found out who the culprit was. King understood who was the person who would be blamed. Now the king was looking for a person to hang. And the person who will feed the noose, understood, will be sent to the gallows. Gallows means a structure for hanging, understood. And everyone who lived in the city, saw whether they are fitting the gallows or not. But finally, the king himself was tall enough to fit the gallows. Do you get it? Fit the noose, understood? And the king was hanged to death. Then there was a tradition, and the tradition, according to the minister, there was a custom, and the custom, according to the custom, the first person to enter the city through the gate will decide who the king will be. Who the next king, understood, will be. Understood? The next thing to be will be decided by the person who will enter the city through the gate. Understood? Do you get me? The first person to enter the city through the gate of the Melon City will decide the next king. So, an idiot entered the city. Understood? The first person to enter the city was an idiot, and the idiot said, what did the idiot say? The idiot said, melon. Understood? At the moment he said melon, the melon was crowned the king. And now the problem is, the people were very happy. Do you know why? Like I told you earlier when I started the lecture, I told you who can be blamed. The person to blame were the people who made the gate. But when they came to know it was the king himself who ordered the changes, understood? The king started getting blamed. Why? Why? Actually, the king in a king, understood? History, according to history. If you go through or if you've gone through history, you have seen it was the king who was always what? Not happy. Most of the king. Why? Because the entire country with the people was on his head. Wherever he went, he with the problems. If you, I'm telling you, sometimes no, we sing a song. What is that song? You must have heard the song. दुनिया में गम कितना गम है मेरा गम कितना कम है. All of us, actually most of us always think that we are suffering, we have thousands of problems to solve. But if you are a king, understood, you can understand what the problems are, what is a life. Only the ruler knows. Every new day brings crores of problems to solve. So, how can you say that the king who is ruling the country is the happiest person on earth? He must be a foolish person. So, what Vikram Seth is giving, it's, you can think that's a foolish king. The king is a foolish person. The king of the melon city is a foolish person. It is easy to say that. It is easier said. You get it? But if you look at the reality, if you look at the real plight of the life, real condition of the life of a person like a king, you will understand what is life, what is the life made up of. Understood? If I cannot solve my own problems of life, think of the people living in different parts of the country. If the people have got problems in a country, understood? Whose problems are they? They are the problems of the king. Like our country was being ruled by different political parties. Do you get it? Someone became the prime minister from some political parties, they ruled over the country, but people had thousands of problems. Understood? With the passage of time, people started getting so many things. Why? Why are you giving ration? Just to what? Food scarcity. It's helping the people at the grassroots level gets the ration free of cost. So their life is full of happiness. Right or not? Am I right or not? Free electricity. What is this? Just to make the people feel happy, isn't it? Just to their need for electricity, their need for their children to be what? Able to read their textbooks. Or if if your house in the rural areas of our country is lit with electricity, won't you thank the government or the sarkar or the king who supplies the electricity to your house to light your house? Huh? To drive the darkness of illiteracy away from your house, the electricity is a blessing or not? Is not it blessing in disguise? Because the darkness of illiteracy can disappear from your home permanently if you get free electricity. In most parts of our country, people are getting free electricity. So if they are getting free electricity, what is electricity doing? Is not the electricity doing good to the people? That's how the people are happier than ever before. So, my dear, this poem actually, if you look at it and if you try to understand that, no, no, sir, this poem is about a foolish king. No, the problems you have in your life will always make you feel as if you are a foolish person. And we, under pressure from different things in our mind, sometimes we commit foolish acts. Don't we do that? Don't we make mistakes that make us seem foolish, look foolish in the eyes of others? Sometimes we make biggest mistake or not. Even normal people also. My God, I didn't know that I would make a mistake like that, but I made. I happened to make it. I didn't know that. What is this? Didn't know that. What is this saying? Didn't know that mean. It means to err is human. गलत करना आपका आदत में से ही है भाई. समझ में आया? It's a part of your life. So nobody is pure and perfect. Every one of us is full. तो बंद कर दो. If you think, stop thinking like you are suffering. Every new day in your life is a happy day. Try to celebrate. And every day you wake up, understood, is a birth. Understood, you celebrate it. You have come. When our sleep breaks, understood, at the crack of dawn or, at the break of the day, when you have woken up, you thank God. Why? Because for gifting me another day in my life. I will see another beautiful day. And God is invisible, He is felt. Understood? We feel the presence of God in our life. So we need to thank Him. For you are back again. You are in the world of happiness. It's not a world of sorrow. We make it a world of sorrow through the negative thoughts. When you think that you are the unhappiest person or not, nobody can make you happy. It's a habit. It's a negativity that we pick up. We always say that, oh my God, even the happiest person on earth will be the unhappiest only if he thinks negative. So those who living in the what? Muddy houses, understood, or brick built rural in hearts in the rural areas of our country, understood, can be happy person if he thinks, understood, if he smiles, if he spends the day with smile on his face the whole day. I'm telling you, this world will smile with you if you smile. And the people will be smiling louder, understood, if you cry. So you can never, understood, if you are crying for something that you don't get, it will make people, if you are crying in front of other people, understood, I am not getting that, it will make, you're crying for the thing that you haven't got, will make people laugh at you, will make people smile at you. Understood? It means the people will think how much that man misses the thing that he doesn't get. All we need to do is you do the first lines. The king thought that he was fair and calm. He was not fair and he was not calm. Placid. If you want a happy life, try to keep your mouth shut and perform. And try to be the change you want to see. Don't make your father give this to me. Without this, my life is what? Full of sorrow. Like the other day, you bought a 32,000 rupees phone, mobile phone. You put pressure on your dad, and your dad, the day before yesterday, bought this phone for you. It was only because this is not a phone. This is the happiness that your father bought you. Why? Because he doesn't want his son to feel sad because of the absence of the happiness in his life. And to you, the phone is your happiness. But if you are looking for the things that make you happy, and if you get the things that make you happy, can give you, understood, what? A peace. Understood? A peace of mind, and can keep you calm. Now you are calm because you got what you wanted. And the reason why you are calm and peaceful is because the things you wanted is given to you. This is why I am telling you the reason someone is saying that I am fair and placid or peaceful is not at all happy, not at all peaceful. If those who do not say, understood, or share their feelings with others can be the happiest. Even behind every beautiful smile, there is, understood, sadness. Sadness lies between every beautiful smile. Nobody can say that he doesn't bear. Understood? Nobody can say that he doesn't feel the impact of sorrow of life. Even if you have sorrows, sadness, don't share it with others. Like a flowers. On the flowers, on the flower plants, what do? They always make smile. They make people smile. Why? Every time you see a flower, you break into a beautiful boy smile. Or if a girly smile. Why? Why do you break into a? Because it is a very beautiful thing to see. And these beautiful things make you smile. A flower is a very good thing and it brings smile on our face, right or not? So if you present yourself as a flower, understood, in the society, you cannot let your sorrow speak the volumes. You must not share your sorrows with people. You will always think of what? Making others around you always happy. Why? Jesus, I'm telling you, Jesus was being what? Crucified. Big nails were being hammered. Understood? Right or not? Nails were being hammered. Blood was oozing out of the wounds. What does it mean? Was not it painful to bear with such, if you are undergoing the pain, you can understand. If Jesus can bear with that pain and says to God, God, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. What does it mean? If you can say things like this, even when you are the unhappiest man, or if you are what? Was not the pain acute? Was not Jesus bearing with acute pain? And at the same time saying, forgive them. Forgive these people who don't know what they are doing. What does it mean? It means the people killing him or murdering him are not his enemies. He says the world, listen to me. These people who are doing this heinous act, understood, who are killing me, are not bad people. They are innocent. Understood? They don't know what they are doing. That's why they are doing. If a murderer knows that murder that he commits, understood, is a bad thing, will he do that again? So he is purifying a person. He is purifying a soul. The process of purification is going on. Understood? So this holy act of Jesus, understood, in the face of death, clear, what is that holy act? forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. Made him God overnight. Because it's our fathers who can forgive us. Because our fathers created us. And Jesus was our father. That's why he created. Understood? What? He became. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
He created or not? What? A new image. He became a father of the people of the world. Why? Through forgiveness.
Yes.
And this story of Jesus' crucifixion, understood, tells us that how forgiving, understood, Jesus was. The story tells us, the story of crucifixion of Jesus tells us how forgiving Jesus was. And the what does it mean? This story, if this is the story of Jesus, Jesus successfully represented, understood, a father of entire humanity. This is why thousands of people all over the world accepted Christianity as their religion. Before Christianity, there were other religions. People, gave them up. People gave up Christianity, other religion, to adopt or accept Christianity. This is why Christianity is now the what? It is the it is one of the widely practiced religion, isn't it? Christianity. Oh, crores of people are Christians. And now I'm telling you, you haven't got the message. It means a king should what? Behave like a melon. Why? A melon doesn't protest against the mistakes committed by the people.
Yes.
A melon stands for the melon stands for what? Tranquility, peace, placid atmosphere, or tranquility, peace, peaceful, situation, peaceful country.
Yes.
What is that? What does that melon stand for? Do you know?
Why?
Melon actually can melon, understood, rule a country. The first thing, if the person ruling over the country behaves like a melon, who will keep his mouth shut, who will, understood, not disturb his subjects, will not that country be peaceful? And if the king of a country is dictator, will the people be happy?
Yes.
There is a country in our world. And what is the name of that country? Have you heard the name of King Jong-un?
Hmm.
Are the people happy in his country?
Yes.
They cannot open their mouth. They cannot see their favorite TV channels. Only they see the TV channels decided by the government in that country. If he says stand up, the people will stand. If he says sit down, people will sit down. Nobody. You have no existence of your own. And people need an existence of their own. We need right to freedom of expression. If a king is behaving like King Jong-un, what will happen? Will we exist? If I live in the world, understood? Without, if you are made to believe that you are what? You live with permission of the king. You stand up, you go to bed, understood? With king in your mind. You can't wake up with king in your mind. If the air that you breathe in is not free, that also you need permission to take, take in oxygen and take out or breathe out carbon dioxide. Is this a life? Is this a existence?
No.
Life should be, you should always feel free. Free to go wherever you want, free to do whatever you want, isn't it? That's called life. Like life in India. We are proud of our democracy. You feel free to share your feelings. These days, Facebook, YouTube, Thousands of people are making videos, right? And every day we see new videos coming out, isn't it? We are enjoying it to our heart's content. Am I right? अगर मेरे से गलती हो रहा है, मैं ठीक नहीं बोल रहा हूं, तो बोल दीजिए हमको. Is the message given through the poem is clear?
Yes.
So Vikram Seth has written a very nice poem.
Yes. Yes.
The king should not be like King Jong-un. He should be a good ruler. A good ruler represents peace, prosperity. Understood? And like King Vikramaditya. Do you get it?
Yes.
King, if the king wants to see his people happy, he must do things that keep them happy. Right or not? He should solve the problems of all the people living in his kingdom or country. This message given by the poem is really, really great. Should I do at least read the poem, or just you have understood?
Understood.
You understood? In the city of which I sing, there was a just and placid king. In the city of which I sing, the poet is singing a song. In the city of which I sing, it means to the poet, it's a song in the form of a poem. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So the first line, in the city of which I sing, there was a just and placid king. The king proclaimed an ark should be constructed that triumphantly would open the major thoroughfare to edify the spectators there. Do you get it? What will be, to edify the spectators there. It will be such a gate that the people will be proud of and the people will gather near it. You have understood, got the message? I'm just reading it.
Yes.
The workmen went and built the thing. They did so since he was the king. The people who came to build that gate did that. It was because it was an order given by the king. The king rode down the thoroughfare to edify the spectators there. Under the ark, he lost his crown. The ark was built too low. A frown appeared upon his placid face. The king said, "This is a disgrace. The chief of the builders will be hanged. The rope and the gallows were arranged." The chief of the builders was led out. He passed the king. He gave a shout. "O king, it was the workmen's fault." "Oh," said the king, and called a halt to the proceedings. Being just, he said, "I must have all workmen hanged instead." It means take them to the gallows. Understood? Hang them, all the workmen. "O king, you do not realize the bricks were made of the wrong size." The bricks that were used to make this gate were of wrong size. Understood? "Summon the masons," said the king. The masons stood there quivering. Masons were shivering with fear. Understood? Nobody wants to die. It was the architect, they said. The architect was summoned. "Well, architect," said his majesty, "I do ordain that you shall be hanged," said the architect. "O king, you have forgotten one small thing. You made certain amendments." You understood?
Yes.
"O king, hanged, said the architect." Hanged, said the architect. "O king, you have forgotten one small thing. You made certain amendments to the plans. I showed them to you." The king heard this. The king saw red. King, this When the architect said it is because of the changes that you made in the plan. Understood? In the what? In the design of the gate, he made the last minute changes. No, sometimes the king himself makes the last minute changes. अरे ये थोड़ा बेहतर हो जाता यदि ये कर देते आप আপনি যদি একটু একটু চেঞ্জ যদি করতেন এই গেটের ডিজাইনটার মধ্যে একটু চেঞ্জ করে দিন এই লাস্ট মিনিট চেঞ্জেস দ্যাট দ্য কিং অর্ডার্ড was the reason why the gate was too low. Do you understand now?
Yes.
In the king heard this, the king saw it, became angry. In fact, he nearly lost his head. You know, like I was saying, we end up making many mistakes. Understood? He lost his head. It means he happened to make the mistake. He lost that. Oh my God, मेरे से ये हो गया. कैसे हो सकता है? मैं तो करने वाला नहीं था. कैसे कर दिया अरे भाई अरे ये सब तो टू ऑल इज ह्यूमन अगर आप मानव बन के रहोगे एक ना एक दिन आपसे गलती होगा ही होगा आप ये नहीं कर सकते हमसे गलती नहीं हो सकता भाई गलती फ्री वाला आदमी आपको कहीं भी नजर किसी भी व्यक्ति को देखिए जगत में आज नहीं तो कल नहीं तो परसों एक ना एक गलती किया होगा जरूर आप गलती फ्री हो तो इसका मतलब आप भगवान हो और एक इंसान में ठीक है आप महान हो लेकिन आप गलती कभी किए नहीं क्योंकि गलती बिना किए आप कुछ नहीं सीख सकते जैसे कि हम पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं बिना गलती किए हम कुछ कर पाएंगे हम अभी आपको अंग्रेजी पढ़ा रहे हैं जब मैं पढ़ रहा था मेरे से गलती नहीं हुआ कभी हाँ राइट और नॉट तो हमारा जो सीखना सारा जीवन चलता रहता है तो ये जो क्लास 11 का बुक है ना वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग आज ये 11 हम खत्म कर दे रहे हैं ना ये वेरी गुड चलो I need some counsel. Bring to me the wisest. Oh, here, when the king said, the king heard this, the king saw it. In fact, he nearly lost his head. But being a just and placid king, he said, this is a tricky thing. It is a tricky thing. And being a placid king, a peaceful king, how did I make this a mistake like this? I need some counsel. He wanted some advice. Understood? Bring to me the wisest man in this country. He was looking for the wisest man in his country. Understood? The wisest man was found and brought, nay, carried to the royal court. He was not willing, but he was brought to the royal court, the court of the king. He couldn't walk, couldn't see, so old. The person who came was so old that he was so old and that person couldn't see and couldn't even walk and therefore wise was he and therefore wise was he actually wise but in a quivering voice he said the culprit must be punished truly the ark it was that bang the crown off and it must be hanged. To the scaffold, the ark was laid, when suddenly a counselor said, how can we hang so shamefully what touched your head? How can we hang, understood, so shamefully what touched your head, your majesty? True, mused the king. By now, the crowd restless was muttering aloud. The king perceived their mood and trembled and said to all who were assembled, let us postpone the consideration of finer points like a guild. The nation wants a hanging. Hanged must be someone. And that immediately the noose was set up somewhat high. Each person was measured by and by. But only one man was so tall, he fitted one man, that was all. He was the king, his majesty, and was therefore hanged by royal decree. Understood? According to the royal decree, the king was hanged because he was the only person to fit the noose. Understood?
Hmm.
Because he was tall enough to feed the nose. Naturally, the king was hanged to death. And now what happened? Selection of a king. What is this? Thank goodness we found someone, said the ministers, for it insisted. For if instead we had not, the unruly town might well have turned against the crown. Long live the king, the minister said. Long live the king. The king is dead. They pondered the dilemma then, being practical minded men, sent out the heralds to proclaim in his former majesty's name, next to pass the city gate, will choose the ruler of our state. This is our custom. This will be enforced with due ceremony. A man passed by the city gate, an idiot. The guards cried, wait, who is to be the king? The decide a melon, the idiot replied. This was his standard answer to all questions. He liked melons. You are now our king, the minister said, crowning a melon. It means melon was crowned the king. Then they led the melon to the throne and reverently set it down. This happened years and years ago. Now and now you ask the people, so your king appears to be a melon. How did this happen? They say, well, on account of customary choice, if His Majesty rejoice in being a melon, that's okay with us. For who we are, we to say what He should be as long as He leaves us in peace and liberty. It means Milan stands for peace and liberty. Milan at least cannot become King Jong Un, right or not?
Hmm.
And Milan cannot make the life of the people hell. Milan cannot deprive the people of their right to liberty, of their right to
Liberty.
good life, right to life. The Milan cannot rob them of their right to freedom of expression.
Hmm.
They will feel free to speak their mind. They will feel free to express their feelings. Understood? Right to speech is one of the best rights in the given in the constitution of our country.
Hmm.
Understood? If you cannot say one day you will die, if you know how to speak and you know what to say and what not to say, but if you do not feel free, the newspapers cannot work. In a country you have ruling party and the opposition party. Can the ruling party give us a decent government?
Hmm.
Hello,
But
can a ruling party
hmm.
give us a decent government, good governance? Why? Because the opposition party, people belonging to the opposition parties will what? Pick holes in the code of the government, right or not? Will find fault with the policies framed by the ruling government.
Hmm.
And the government need to listen to their counsel, to their advice for the good governance, isn't it? So, here what happened, you know, what should he be as long as he lives us in peace and liberty? Understood? It doesn't matter whether it is a melon or a king, but as long as we are happy and as long as we live in peace and prosperity and liberty, melon is okay. We need a melon to be our king. The principles of Laissez-faire. Laissez-faire means, it's a French phrase. It means let the people feel free to do whatever they want. Let it be. Understood? It means people should feel free to do whatever they want. And this is the mantra of life. Life is like the water in the sea. They flow like they want. Can you, confine? Can you take the water? Can you prevent the water? Understood? Flowing in the river. Understood? Can you prevent the flow of the water in one particular direction? The what like the rivers in the world. Understood? Human lives also need to feel free. We need to feel free as the bird that fly in the sky. We need to feel free as free. We need to feel as free as the air that blows. They go wherever they want. So you cannot rob, understood, the people of the beauty of life. Understood, you cannot rob the people of the flow of life. Life also, like the rivers, also flows. You cannot go against. Maybe you are a king. King can be a great king only when we will sing the song. And what is that song? Song of democracy, Ganatantra. What is this song? Amra shobai raja amadiri raja relte. All of us, each one of us is a king. Understood? We need to feel. So this is how we will be ruling ourselves. We will be correcting our own mistakes on our own. We don't need a third party. Understood? Who will come between us if he doesn't get a chance. Is that clear? So, seem to be well established. You know, the principle of laissez-faire seem to be well educated there. Understood? Do you get it? So, my dear, with this, I come to the end of this YouTube live. I'm sure that you benefited from my class. If you feel that you got benefited, understood, please don't think twice before giving me a like. Bye.